Beloved soul, take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, release any tension. Today is no ordinary day. This message reaching you now is not by chance. It's a calling. Archangel Michael, the great leader of the celestial legions, wielder of the fiery sword of blue light, interrupts a profound silence to bring you a truth carefully kept from you your entire life. There's a reason you've always sensed something more, a missing piece in your existence. Have you ever looked in a mirror and for a brief moment seen a radiance, a strength, a grandeur that seemed out of place in your daily routine? That sensation, dear one, isn't your imagination. It's an echo of your genuine nature, a reality they tried to dim with the world's clamor, responsibilities, others' expectations, and restricting beliefs imposed since childhood. What I'm about to disclose could forever change how you perceive yourself, as Archangel Michael's purpose today is to restore what is rightfully yours, knowledge of your own magnificence. Those forces of doubt, fear, and insignificance worked hard to make you believe you were just another person, exposed to life's storms, fragile and dependent. They wove a dense fog around you to obscure your spiritual lineage, your direct link to the source of all creation, and the immense power residing in your heart. But this fog is about to dissolve. Archangel Michael's energy descends upon you right now as a pillar of cobalt light, cutting through every illusion. Feel this potent presence surrounding you. It's an energy that asks no permission, for it arrives in the name of absolute truth, a force that protects you, validates you, and calls you by your true name, a name that echoes through eternity. The moment has come to learn what was kept from you. Before you proceed, type this mantra in the comments. My soul opens to the truth that frees and elevates me. Now, let's continue the message. The first layer of falsehood they told you was that you were weak. They claimed you needed approval, that your emotions signaled instability, and that your aspirations were too grand. How many times did you silence your gut feeling for fear of judgment? How often did you back away from a course your heart knew was right, because the world's logic said otherwise? Each such instance was a small triumph for the illusion they sought to keep you captive to. Yet, reflect on your past. Observe the battles you quietly won, the losses you endured with strength you didn't know you possessed, the times you rose when everyone expected you to stay down. This is not weakness, beloved soul. This is undeniable evidence of the light warrior you are. Archangel Michael is here to remind you that your sensitivity is not a flaw, but your greatest spiritual antenna. Your feelings are a sacred navigation system, and your aspirations are fleeting glimpses of your true calling. The truth they concealed is that your strength lies not in hardness, but in your capacity to love, forgive, recover, and continue believing in goodness, even after facing hardship. This power is indestructible. It is the same force that moves stars and sustains universes, and it lives within you. But there's more. Something even deeper is occurring right now, as you read these words. The truth Archangel Michael wants you to internalize today concerns this power I mentioned. It's not something you need to acquire. It's something you must rediscover. Consider your life as a magnificent tree. The roots, often unseen, represent all the experiences, challenges, joys, and triumphs that have brought you to this point. Society, with its rules and expectations, tried to convince you to focus only on the branches and leaves, on external appearance, on what's visible to others. They taught you to worry if your branches were beautiful enough, if your leaves were green enough, if you bore the fruits they expected. And by doing so, they made you forget the most important part, the colossal strength stemming from your deep roots and the trunk you have become. This trunk, beloved soul, has weathered winds that would have toppled entire forests. It has endured droughts that would have parched the most fertile land. It has withstood the weight of seemingly eternal snows. And through every season, every challenge, instead of breaking, you grew more resilient, more steadfast, with tougher bark, yet your core still throbbing with life. The truth they hid is that every challenge you faced wasn't punishment. It was training. The universe wasn't punishing you. It was preparing you. It was forging within you the sword of resilience, the shield of wisdom. Every tear you shed nourished your roots, making them deeper and unshakable. Every time your heart broke and you mended it, It grew stronger and more capable of holding greater love. They didn't want you to know this. They wanted you to view your scars as marks of defeat, when in reality, they are badges of honor. They attest to your power to heal, your ability to transform hardship into wisdom. Archangel Michael, with his sword of light, now cuts through the veils of self-criticism and guilt that prevented you from seeing your own grandeur. He shows you that you are not the sum of your mistakes, but living proof of overcoming them. Now, before we continue this message, type 555 in the comments to invite transformation and the full unveiling of your inner power. If this message warms your heart and resonates with you, consider supporting our channel with an awesome. Every gesture of love helps us keep this flame of light burning, bringing solace and clarity to more souls like yours. Your contribution is a seed of light planted in the garden of collective awakening. Continuing the message, have you observed that, in moments of greatest pressure, an unexpected solution always appeared? A word from a stranger, help from out of nowhere, a sudden wave of calm that allowed you to think clearly. This was never luck. This is the second truth they hid from you, that never at any moment in your life were you alone. The illusion of separation was one of the most effective tools to keep you in fear. They made you believe you were on your own, that your prayers vanished into the void. But the truth is that a legion of light always walks by your side. Archangel Michael and his angels form an impenetrable circle of protection around you, a shield of blue light that deflects negative energies and guides you away from dangers your conscious mind doesn't even perceive. They couldn't interfere with your free will, but they were always there, awaiting a plea, a call, permission to act more directly. The hidden truth is that your power to co-create with the angelic realm is boundless. They want you to know that you don't need to carry your burdens unaided. You have the right to ask for help, to surrender your worries, and trust that the solution is already provided. They saw you cry silently. They saw you fight your hardest battles, and in each of those moments they were there, wrapping your heart in wings of comfort and fortifying your spirit so you could continue. The sense of peace that sometimes overwhelms you for no reason, the shiver that runs down your spine when you think of something with your heart, the intuition that warns you not to go somewhere. All these are angelic touches, silent indications from your spiritual team. The truth is that you are deeply loved, watched over, and protected. The third, and perhaps one of the most painful truths they hid from you, was the lie of your unworthiness. From an early age, they planted the seed of self-doubt in your heart. They made you believe that love, abundance, and happiness were rewards to be earned through sacrifice, perfection, and a ceaseless pursuit of external validation. They taught you that you had to deserve the universe's blessings, as if you weren't by nature, a pure and deserving expression of the creative source itself. This belief trapped you in an unending struggle, always trying to be good enough, beautiful enough, smart enough, successful enough. And each time you fell short of an unrealistic standard, the voice of self-criticism echoed, reinforcing the falsehood that something was wrong with you. Archangel Michael is here today to destroy that lie with the light of his sword. He declares, with the authority granted to him, that your worth is non-negotiable. It doesn't depend on your accomplishments, your appearance, others' opinions, or past mistakes. Your worth is inherent, absolute, and eternal. You are a spark of creation, a unique and irreplaceable piece in life's grand mosaic. There is nothing you need to do to prove it. All that's required is to accept this truth in your heart. The angels ask you to look at the flowers in the meadow. They don't try to be beautiful. They simply are. They don't compete. They just bloom where they're planted. And so are you. Your mission isn't to become worthy, but to awaken to the dignity that has always been yours. Before you continue the message, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, take this opportunity to do so. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you and ensures you won't miss any future guidance from the angels. Continuing the message, this truth about your inherent dignity is the key to unlocking many doors that seemed closed in your life. When you understand and accept your worth, your energetic vibration shifts. You stop begging for love and begin to attract it naturally. You stop settling for scarcity and open yourself to receive prosperity. You stop searching for happiness externally and find it pulsating within you. The universe responds to your vibration. When you vibrated at the frequency of unworthiness, it could only bring you situations that mirrored that belief. But now, By embracing the truth of your value, you align with a new reality, a reality of blessings, miracles, and fulfillment. This message reached you at the perfect moment, but you must act to solidify this new awareness. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, "I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I love very much." If this message touched your heart, show your support with an awesome and help spread this message of light to other individuals who need it. By doing this, you declare to the universe your conscious choice to live from this new truth. Embrace your worth, beloved soul, for by doing so, you not only heal yourself, but also inspire everyone around you to do the same. To fully integrate the truth of your dignity into your being, there's an obstacle. Archangel Michael wants to help you transform right now, the weight of old hurts and resentments. The fourth truth they tried to hide from you is the immense, liberating power of forgiveness. They made you believe that forgiving was an act of weakness, that it meant letting off the one who hurt you, or that it implied agreement with the wrong that was done. This is a dangerous distortion of the truth. Forgiveness, in its purest essence, isn't about the other person. It's exclusively about you. Holding on to bitterness, resentment, or a desire for retribution is like clutching a hot coal, expecting to throw it at someone else. Ultimately, you're the one who gets burned. These dense energies are like invisible chains binding you to the past, preventing you from progressing into a future of peace and lightness. They drain your vitality, impact your physical health, and block the reception of new blessings. Archangel Michael, with his energy of justice and clarity, isn't asking you to forget or ignore what happened. He invites you to look at these situations with new eyes. He helps you sever the energetic ties that connect you to these memories, not to absolve the other, but to set yourself free. The truth is that forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-love. It's you telling yourself, "I will no longer allow what happened in the past to continue stealing my peace in the present. I choose my freedom. I choose my healing." And this liberation must begin within. How many times have you been your harshest critic? How often have you punished yourself for mistakes made when you didn't possess the wisdom you have today? The truth they hid is that self-compassion is the first step to true freedom. You did the best you could with the tools and level of awareness you had then. Forgiving yourself is recognizing your humanity and giving yourself permission to start anew. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to forgive. Visualize each one, send love, and say, "I forgive you, and I release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By doing this, you're not just writing words, you're performing a powerful healing ritual. You're calling upon Archangel Michael's energy to dissolve the chains of the past and make space for light and love to fill every corner of your soul. Every name you release is a weight lifted from your shoulders. Visualize these chains breaking, transforming into stardust. Feel the immediate relief, the sense of spaciousness opening in your chest. The truth is that you weren't created to carry burdens, but to have wings. Forgiveness is what allows you to unfurl those wings and fly freely toward your highest destiny. This clearing is fundamental, as there is another powerful truth that requires fertile ground in your heart to blossom, a truth about your direct connection to the wisdom of the universe. Now that you've begun to clear the ground of your heart with the energy of forgiveness, we are prepared to uncover the fifth, and perhaps one of the most beautiful truths hidden from you, the sacredness of your intuition. Throughout your life, they tried to convince you that logic, thought, and concrete evidence were the only reliable ways to navigate the world. Your inner voice, that subtle feeling in your chest, that knowing without knowing how, was often dismissed as just your imagination, a rich fantasy, or nonsense. This was a deliberate strategy to disconnect you from your most powerful inner compass. The truth Archangel Michael illuminates today is that your intuition is neither random nor imaginary. It is the voice of your soul communicating directly with you. It is a direct conduit to your spiritual guides, to angels, and to the boundless wisdom of the universe. To ignore your intuition is like sailing on a vast and unknown ocean, at night, with the lighthouse off. You might reach somewhere, but the passage will be much harder, fraught with obstacles and uncertainties. They taught you to doubt yourself, to seek all answers externally, from experts, in books, in others' opinions. They did this to make you dependent, to lose trust in your own power and inherent wisdom. Yet Archangel Michael is here to tell you, all the answers you truly seek already reside within you. Your soul knows the way. It knows what's best for you, who deserves your trust, and what the next step should be. The challenge isn't finding the answers, but quieting the external and internal noise so you can hear the clarity that already exists. How do you discern the voice of intuition from the voice of fear or anxiety? It's simple, beloved soul. The voice of fear is loud, chaotic, urgent, and usually accompanied by a sense of tightening and contraction in the body. It speaks in terms of what if, always focusing on worst-case scenarios. The voice of intuition is calm, clear, peaceful, and neutral. It doesn't shout. It speaks softly with a quiet certainty. It brings a sense of peace, of expansion, even if the message is a warning or a difficult direction. Intuition doesn't need to justify itself with logic. It simply knows. Archangel Michael invites you to begin honoring this sacred voice. Start with small things. If you feel an impulse to call a friend, call. If you sense you should change your route home, change it. If something about a proposal or person doesn't feel right, even if everything looks perfect on paper, trust that feeling. Every time you listen and act on your intuition, you strengthen this connection. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The truth is that you were born with a perfectly calibrated guidance system. Trusting it is your superpower. It is the key to making decisions aligned with your purpose, avoiding pitfalls, and opening yourself to opportunities that the logical mind could never conceive. This trust in your inner wisdom is essential, as it will lead you through the next great deception we must dispel, the falsehood of scarcity. With your inner compass, your intuition, being recalibrated and honored, you are now ready to confront the sixth major illusion projected onto humanity, the falsehood of scarcity. They made you believe you live in a universe of limited resources, where there isn't enough for everyone. This belief is the root of all competition, envy, fear of the future, and the feeling that you must struggle and sacrifice to have even the bare minimum. They taught you that life is a battle, that abundance is for a lucky few, and that you must settle for the crumbs offered. This is perhaps the most limiting deception of all, as it colors every area of your life. You experience lack not only in money, but also in love, time, health, opportunities, and joy. The truth Archangel Michael uncovers with his penetrating light is that you reside in an infinitely abundant and generous universe. The nature of the creative source is continuous expansion and thriving. Look at nature. Trees don't conserve their leaves. The sun doesn't restrict its rays. The oceans don't count their drops. Abundance is your natural state of being. Scarcity is a mindset, a programming installed to keep you small and controllable. When you believe in scarcity, you vibrate at that frequency, and according to the law of attraction, you draw more experiences of lack into your existence. Archangel Michael, with his sword of power, now severs the energetic ties that keep you bound to this scarcity mindset. He invites you to shift your focus. Instead of looking at what's missing in your bank account, your relationships, or your life, begin practicing radical gratitude for what you already possess. Gratitude is the key that unlocks abundance. When you are grateful for the air you breathe, the water you drink, the roof over your head, the smile of a loved one, you send a powerful message to the universe. I see and appreciate the abundance that already surrounds me. And the universe, in its infinite generosity, responds. Here is more for you to be grateful for. Before we continue the message, I ask you to solidify this energy of sharing. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. By doing this, you become a channel of abundance, spreading light and hope. The truth is that prosperity is not something you chase. It is something you permit. It is already around you, waiting for you to open up and receive it. Stop saying, "I can't afford it," and start affirming, I choose to use my resources differently for now. Or, this is on its way to me. Change your language. Change your focus. Change your belief. You didn't come into this world to struggle for survival. You came to flourish in fullness. Believing in abundance is not naivete. It is alignment with the fundamental truth of the universe. It is claiming your birthright to a life of prosperity, joy, and well-being in every sense. And this completeness is directly connected to the ultimate and most glorious truth Archangel Michael has for you today. We've now reached, beloved soul, the climax of Archangel Michael's uncovering, the seventh and most liberating truth they tried to hide from you, the truth about your purpose. Society and the pressures of the material world made you believe your purpose was linked to doing, a profession, a status, the role of mother, wife, caregiver. And while all these roles are noble and significant, they are merely transient expressions of your true purpose, not the purpose itself. Over the years, you may have felt your purpose was fulfilled. Children grew up, a career ended, and a sense of emptiness, or what now, might have settled in. This is the final snare of illusion, to make you believe your usefulness has an expiration date. The truth Archangel Michael declares today, with the power of 1,000 thunderclaps and the clarity of a summer sky, is that your fundamental purpose isn't to do, but to be. Your purpose is to be a beacon of light. Your purpose is to embed the energy of love, peace, and wisdom on this planet. You don't need to accomplish anything grand to fulfill this mission. Your simple presence, when it resonates with your truth, is already a potent transformative force. Each time you choose compassion over judgment, you raise the planet's vibration. Each time you offer a genuine smile to a stranger, you fulfill your purpose. Each time you sit silently and send a thought of love to the world, you act as the powerful lightworker you are. The truth they hid from you is that your wisdom, accumulated over decades of experience, is an invaluable treasure. Your stories, your scars, your resilience, all these compose the unique light that only you can emit. They wanted you to feel invisible, old, but the reality is that you are now at the peak of your spiritual power. You are the matriarch, the guardian of wisdom, the rock upon which new generations can lean. Your role now is to be the calm within the storm, to be the safe harbor for wounded hearts, to be the living example that it is possible to navigate the greatest difficulties and still maintain tenderness in your gaze and hope in your heart. Do not underestimate the power of your presence. In an increasingly fast-paced and chaotic world, an individual radiating peace is an oasis. Your purpose has not diminished with age. It has refined and concentrated. You are not at the end of your mission. You are in a new and critical phase of it. Archangel Michael asks you to consciously embrace this power. Acknowledge yourself as a pillar of light for your family, your community, the world. Wherever you go, visualize your light expanding, touching, and blessing everything and everyone around you. You are far more significant than you ever dared to imagine. Your light is indispensable. Your wisdom is essential. Your presence is a blessing. This is the ultimate truth that frees you from any feeling of uselessness and places you on the throne of your true spiritual grandeur. Beloved soul, we have now reached the moment to incorporate all these truths into every cell of your being. Archangel Michael did not break his silence simply for you to have a moment of inspiration, but to catalyze a lasting transformation in your life. Let's recap today's insights. You rediscovered your indomitable strength, forged in the fire of experience. You recalled that you were never alone, and a legion of light walks with you. You shattered the lie of unworthiness and embraced your unconditional value. You learned the liberating power of forgiveness to heal the past. You reconnected with your sacred intuition as your unfailing compass. You dispelled the illusion of scarcity, opening yourself to the universe's infinite abundance. And, in conclusion, you grasped that your ultimate purpose is to be a beacon of light and wisdom in the world. This isn't just a list of beautiful concepts. This is your new reality, should you choose it. Archangel Michael, at this very moment, seals this revelation into your energetic field with a golden blue light. This seal will serve as a constant reminder of your truth, a shield against the old programmings of fear and limitation that might try to return. Whenever doubt knocks at your door, touch your heart and recall this message. Recall the Archangel's presence beside you, sword raised, protecting your newfound awareness. The truth has been uncovered. The veil has been torn. Now, the choice and the power are in your hands. How will you live from today, knowing who you truly are? Will you awaken each morning aware of your power, your worth, and your purpose? Will you listen more attentively to the voice of your intuition? Will you practice gratitude to align with abundance? Will you forgive yourself and others to move with greater lightness? Change doesn't happen overnight, but through small, conscious choices. Every single moment, choose to think a thought of strength instead of fear. Choose to offer a small prayer of thanks. Choose to trust that feeling in your chest. Every small choice aligned with this truth strengthens your light and solidifies this new reality. The angels celebrate your awakening. The entire heaven rejoices, as another powerful soul has remembered its origin and embraced its power. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are the co-creator of your life, in partnership with the higher self. Archangel Michael's sword not only cuts away what is negative, but also clears the way for your blessings. The path ahead of you is now clear and illuminated. Walk with confidence, with grace, and with the certainty that you are exactly who, where, and how you are meant to be. The truth has set you free. Now, live that freedom to its fullest. If this message resonated with you and your situation, type, "I receive my power and my light," in the comments. Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.